Hi, my name is Maria Alejandra Toraya and today I'm going to talk about the impact of drug shortage on children with cancer, the example of methchlorhethamine. Over the past Over the past several years, patients and caregivers have faced an increasing number of drug shortage, predominantly of generic injectable agents. The reasons for this shortage are complex. Narrow profit margins for generic drugs have limited the incentive to produce them. Other reasons include the limited number of manufacturers, increased worldwide demand, shortage raw materials, production problems, aging production plants, stockpiling, and long timelines for approval. Patient care may suffer significantly as a result. Alternative drugs must be prescribed, but the replacement may be less efficacious, more toxic, prohibitively expensive, or all of the above. Safety may be compromised if providers are unfamiliar with the administering substitute. Here's a video about what's the methchlorhethamine and how it affects the nervous systems.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ron Barrett. I'm from the University of Nebraska at Omaha. I would like to discuss my study that is published in the journal Central Nervous System Agents in Medicinal Chemistry. This study is entitled Methchlorhethamine-Based Drug Structures for Intervention of Central Nervous System Tumors. Central nervous system tumors are the third most common type of childhood cancer. Only leukemia and lymphomas are more numerous. Tumors of the central nervous system can be primary in origin, that is, they originate in the central nervous system, or metastatic in origin, that is, they originate from other parts of the body. The greatest sources of metastatic central nervous system tumors come from breast cancer, lung cancer, and melanoma. The study presents 13 novel anti-cancer drug designs, along with methchlorhethamine. Two of these novel anti-cancer drug designs are members of a homologous series, which are those drugs having sequential groups of one carbon and two hydrogen. Previous studies have shown that the first 7 members of a homologous series have highly similar clinical activity. Therefore, in that sense, this paper actually presents 18 novel anti-cancer agents. All compounds show zero violation of the Rule of 5, suggesting a favorable drug likeness, and therefore favorable drug absorption and permeation. All compounds of the study have polar surface areas less than 90 square angstroms, suggesting very high penetration in the central nervous system, as well as having greater than 80% absorption from the gastrointestinal tract if administered orally. Pattern recognition methods are utilized in this study, and these include hierarchical cluster analysis, K-means cluster analysis, which is non-hierarchical, and principal components analysis. These methods show which compounds are most similar to methchlorhethamine based upon their physicochemical descriptors and those most similar to clinical activity. Although the difficulties of central nervous system penetration are substantial due to the blood-brain barrier, the design of molecular structures that effectuate central nervous system penetration is crucial for the treatment of pediatric brain tumors. Any type of brain tumor is inherently serious and life-threatening due to its infiltrative proliferation tendency. The threat level is consistent with aspects of size, location, type, and extent of development. Novel drug designs can present important advantages in the clinical treatment of central nervous system tumors. Thank you for your attention.
Sources of anti-cancer agents are even more critical because there may be no equivalents for these drugs that are in short supply, and conversion factors and dose adjustments may be unknown. Recent media coverage has highlighted shortage of cytarabine, daunorubicin, and methotrexate, which are essential for treating childhood leukemia, a highly curable cancer. Fortunately, those shortages were quickly resolved, and alternative strategies such as prioritizing patients for access to certain drugs and using equivalent agents subsidized to bridge the gap. Here's a video about the drug shortage. What's the problem with drug shortage?
Earlier this week, the Government Accountability Office issued a report detailing serious and growing drug shortages in the United States. Sabrina Tavernise covered the story for the New York Times, joins us now from Washington. So, first of all, how big of a problem is it? How widespread are these shortages?
So it's actually a fairly serious problem. The number of shortages since 2010, rather 2007, the number of shortages since 2007 have tripled. So, this is anything from injectable cancer drugs to drugs like nitroglycerin that are used in heart surgeries. It's a very, very wide range of drugs, and it's presenting some very serious problems for hospitals around the country.
So how did we get here? Is there any particular cause for the shortages?
So it might seem strange, but it's often sort of a mystery when a drug goes into shortage as to why. You'd think that there would be a straight, plain, simple answer, but in many cases there are not. The producers themselves are a bit secretive. They say it's a trade secret to tell the world exactly what's happening that's causing the shortage, so they don't need to detail the reason. Oftentimes, however, it's that many, there are very few producers of sterile injectable drugs. Those are the drugs that are most often in shortage in the United States. Say 2, 3, 4 producers only. And many of the production lines that they have are quite old. So kind of like an old car, needs a lot of repairs, more kind of focus and attention. The same thing with these plants. And when something goes wrong, the FDA steps in and says, well, we can't produce on this line if there's contamination in the drug. And so what happens, the line is shut down, sometimes the entire factory, and a drug goes into shortage because the few number of other producers simply aren't in a position to ramp up production quickly enough to keep up.
So are there economic factors that contribute to this?
Yes, very interestingly, there were economic factors. So sterile injectable drugs and generic drugs generally are very low margin drugs, so very small profit margin. So sometimes what happens is, a line goes down, something breaks down, and a producer looks at the margins and looks at the economics and says, well, it's not really worth, with the margins we're getting on this drug, continuing the line, putting the money in to fix it. So in fact, they let it go into shortage, and even if people need it, even if it's a critical drug, say for example the nitroglycerin in heart surgeries, it's just not they don't produce it. And at the end of the day, the FDA can encourage producers to keep going, but doesn't really have the power to force them to do that.
So what are the recommendations by the GAO of what the FDA should be doing?
So what the GAO said essentially was that the FDA needed to be essentially more nimble in how it was predicting these shortages. It has now a tremendous database of numbers that tell it what's in shortage and how long it's been in shortage. There's a fair amount of data, but basically the GAO said the FDA was using that data to kind of look at overall patterns in the country, look at kind of how these things tended to shake out, and then try to predict when the shortages would occur. So that's what the GAO told the FDA they need to get better at.
All right, Sabrina Tavernise from the New York Times. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot.
Almost 80% of children and adults with cancer can be cured with current therapy. Most of the curative treatment regimens are based on the chemotherapeutic agents that have been being available for decades, but some of these have recently been in short supply. These are likely to have devastating effects on patients with cancer and must be prevented. For many of these agents, no adequate substitute drugs are available. Here's another video about the problems with the drug shortage.
As the drug shortage persists, patients throughout the country are struggling to find their prescribed medicines. Here's Fox News with the details.
A nationwide drug shortage becoming so extreme, healthcare workers are now turning to drug rationing to make medicine last longer. Some doctors are even forced to use less effective or expired drugs.
According to WTAJ, the American Society of Healthcare System Pharmacists says shortages have almost quadrupled from 74 in 2005 to 267 in 2011. The problems hit every drug class, but the concern is sterile injectable medications.
They're used in everything from nutrition for sick babies to anesthesia during surgery and cancer treatments. Last year, they accounted for 74% of drug shortages.
WFTV reports there are short supplies of more than 260 drugs, which also include controlled substances like Adderall and oxycodone. And doctors are being forced to put patients on treatments that don't work as well, many of whom happen to be cancer patients.
Very stressful to deal with the diagnosis of cancer. But imagine adding on top of that the fact that the drug you need to treat your disease is not available.
According to the New York Times, federal drug officials are blaming manufacturing problems for the shortages. Almost a third of the industry's manufacturing capacity is unable to run because of plant closings or shutdowns to fix quality issues. Such problems have prompted calls for better communication with federal regulators. In 2011, President Obama issued an executive order requiring drug makers to notify the FDA when a shortage was probable. The FDA also relaxed some restrictions on imported drugs and sped up approvals by other manufacturers to make certain medicines. And a law passed this summer includes several provisions like accelerating the approval of new generic medicines and requiring FDA officials to better coordinate action against a manufacturer. WTAJ reports at least 15 deaths have been attributed to the shortage. For News, I'm Candace Aviles, multiple sources, The Real Story.
Thank you for your attention. I hope you had enjoyed.